All right, I guess officially this would be our pre-show meeting. So
My light
yeah.
looks weird. Is the light funky in here?
Well, I mean, it's got a black backdrop, so it doesn't look funky. It almost
It's
kind of gives you
actually,
an angelic look.
it's a very pretty shade of navy, if you want the truth.
Oh, okay. I can't really tell. Uh, look over here. All right. I mean, I don't.
Oh,
I just hope
don't
we don't
worry.
get sued for false advertising. If that makes you look angelic, I don't really know if that's something we want to do.
Oh, goodness. When you go
Yeah,
4 days without me, you miss me, don't you?
I do. I think our
Yep.
people miss you too. I think we should officially start the show.
Let's go.
All right. I need to hit our buttons. I got too many buttons over here to hit.
I love that I don't have any buttons. I just have dance moves.
Yeah, you keep practicing them. You have 26 seconds before everybody will see your dance moves.
I need a
I
new
see
one,
them.
please. I need
Don't do the WAP. Apparently that's hot on TikTok, but you shouldn't do that.
Listen, I've heard about the WAP. We're not doing that here. It's a family show. Oh, what I can do.
There you go. That's got the groove. Our music ran out a little too early. Sorry about that. Here, I'll give you a little more I'll give you a little more dance music. There you go. You got to keep it in the box if you're going to do that though.
I can't. I don't know my box.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into show number, I guess, 53
Million.
of Bacon in Your Mailbox. I am Greg Milby, community storyteller, and that there is my dancing, energetic friend, Jana Clark, community admirer. There you go. You kept that in the
I'm
box.
kind of hyper today. I don't
Are
know
you?
why. It's the
Why
first
is
day of
it?
fall.
Well, is it because of that large cup of coffee there, which, we will never get an endorsement for coffee mugs if you're, giving the stuff away for free.
Listen, you might could just roll out of bed and end up at work in your basement. I am busy on Tuesday mornings these days because of drop-offs at school and a dog that still gets up at 6 a.m. Like, I feel like I've had a whole day already, so I had to zip through and get a little Mac coffee.
All right. I'll let you slide with that. It just
Thanks.
seems to be, it's been a trend as of late. I just want to make sure that people know that.
Very, it is noted, Greg.
Okay. I mean, it's important.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of being noted, it's noted Morgan Castor is our first poster of the day. Good deal.
Look at that cute picture. I think she just had an anniversary.
Yeah. Her and JR, I think it was 7 years, something like that.
I'm getting ready to hit 18. How long have
Are
you
you?
and Jennifer been married?
22.
Oh, don't get that wrong. You hesitated. I'm scared of that.
I can edit that later. We just
I hope you don't have
celebrated.
to.
We just celebrated 27 years together last
I
week.
know.
Yeah.
Babies.
And the funny thing is, we had to post the prom picture, and people's like, "That was your first date?" No, it wasn't our first date. It was a prom picture. We didn't get a picture of our first date because you can't take a picture with a pager. I mean, that's what we had back then.
That's how long you've been together. I love it. You
So,
need a Polaroid.
yeah. Vicky's in there with a wave and a hiya and 6 bacons. She just wanted to make sure she was up high on the list. Good job, Vicky.
Good job, Vic.
There he is, the legendary Jay Hobbs.
I'm trying to pull it up, but I'm not doing very good with my technology this morning.
It's all right,
Imagine
you'll
that.
get there. Mary Stucker Hall is in. Hey, my dad's watching this morning too.
Awesome.
Morning, Dad. So let's go ahead and Brian Dennis.
Everybody's here.
Yeah. So
All the
Brian
family's
Dennis's
in the house.
son is going to be doing a podcast, and I'm going to be producing their podcast. I think we're going to be filming one tomorrow. That'll be interesting.
Fun.
So
Good. What's it about?
I'm not even really sure. I think it's actually just
Oh.
teens. It's teens' view of the world or something like that.
I love it.
Yeah. I've got it written down over here, and I've talked to him a little bit about the concept, but honestly, my brain has been in just a couple of other areas first. So
Sure. Well,
Look-
when you do as much different things as you do, you kind of got to focus on whatever's right in front of you. And right in front of you right now is bacon.
It is. And also right in front of me is this weather forecast. You're baking in the mailbox weather. Partly sunny, 73. Clear and 54 tonight. Partly sunny, 74 tomorrow. Looks like we get rain chance by Thursday. And then the weekend looks
Crazy.
good again. I mean, we literally live in San Diego.
Truly, right now, like it's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
And I'm not complaining at all.
I know. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know that
You know
you
I
all
will.
Is today the first day of fall?
Yes.
Okay.
We will officially hit fall at 9:31. So you've got a
Wow.
little bit of time. How about that for being right on?
Goodness gracious. Let's
So,
get specific, why don't we?
well, I mean, if you're going, it's 2020, you have to be pretty specific here.
So please let it go smoothly. Please let the start of fall, let 9:32 be just like 9:31, please.
Yeah, I mean, basically, let's just get that switch out of the way early. Have a whole day of fall. We'll just go ahead and start celebrating now. I mean, it's fall,
Honestly.
so I'll probably walk outside of this basement and have to rake leaves this afternoon. That's just
I
how
know.
2020
Listen,
has worked.
no joke. I do love those cool evenings.
Oh, was it Friday nights? We went over to camp and hung out with mom and dad and played cards, played sequence with mom and dad.
Fun.
And guess what she ordered on Saturday from Amazon?
What?
Sequence.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. So
It's a good one. They may have it back at Target now. They didn't have it earlier.
so we played that but outside, just sitting out there at camp and looking up. Oh my gosh, the sky was just so awesome.
Heavenly. It's been really nice. And so here's the thing. We're getting to the point now where our farmers need a little rain. So we got to balance things out a little. So hopefully we will get a little bit of rain soon, and then we can go back to beautiful weather.
Yep. Some of them starting to get out there and getting some harvest in there. So
Yep. Yep.
Brian Dennis says, I only put 5 sets of bacon on because he didn't want to have more than you or the queen baconite. And that would be, the queen.
The queen.
Yeah. And that
I
would
love
be
it.
Vicky. So that's good.
I love it.
Jay mentions my video, Pritchard Community Center. They had I guess, very small scale, just the council and some other city officials and the folks with Pritchard, the unveiling / grand opening of Pritchard. That's
What'd you
pretty
think?
cool.
Yeah.
I love the improvements they've done in both the gyms there.
It's incredible. It's like, those spaces just feel completely brand new. And really almost every space in Pritchard has some type of upgrade, whether it's flooring or fixtures or lighting or accessibility, all of it got an upgrade. And it is tremendous. That type of project is incredible when you see it come to fruition. Truly, congratulations to everyone on that project.
They did a great job on that, and that was fun. So when they asked me, the city asked me to do that, I said, sure, I'll do that. Because immediately I go, I'm going to fly my drone inside. And I did. I flew my drone inside.
I was going to say,
yesterday.
you did? Awesome.
Yeah.
I noticed it definitely was from the outside.
Yeah. So we had a little fun with that. But it was kind of a quick turnaround. So I had some other video footage, but I wanted to get it out there because since they did the ribbon cutting yesterday. So
that's awesome.
Brian Dennis says the podcast is the world through our eyes.
Perfect.
Which will be pretty interesting to hear from a couple of 3 teenage boys.
Absolutely.
So
I love it.
So that'll be good. Let's see. What are we talking about today? Again, the autumnal equinoxes today. The sun cross the autumnal equinox. That's what
is that fancy speak for the beginning of fall?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
9:31, the official time, as we mentioned.
All right.
It is National Elephant Appreciation Day.
Fabulous.
Which, as I was thinking about that, it made me wonder what an elephant's COVID mask would look like. It would look like a thong, I think.
Also, you may have to tie that thing up, or you may have to roll it up and then, I don't know. Yeah. Yep. I don't know who's in charge of that. I'm not. I'm in charge of weather.
I don't think they have to. Yeah. It's also World Rhino Day. And you know why it's called World Rhino Day, don't you?
Because rhinos can appreciate elephants.
No, because we really don't know how to spell rhinoceros very well, so they just went with World Rhino Day.
Oh,
I'm not.
rhinoceros.
I'm sure that's not the official
Rhinoceros.
thing, but yeah.
I would probably mess that up the first time, but I bet I could get it right on the second time. There are a lot of words out there because I'm not a great speller, and I always think, well, I may get it wrong the first time, but I know if I get it wrong the first time, I know what it is. It's like getting it wrong helps me. I bet rhino I would mess up the first time.
There are a lot of words, and even easy words, as we get older. I say we because we're in that same class.
Because you got a mouse in your pocket.
Yeah, as we get
Yeah.
older, we just forget how to spell, and we're never confident
Truly.
with them. I'll be
True.
writing a fancy email, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this sounds good. I'm going to use one of these big 20-cent words.
Yes.
And then I go, how do I spell that? And even spell check can't fix it. And you're like, I'm going to find another one.
And even if you think it's right, like you've written it a million times, then after you write it, you look at it and you feel like it's wrong. Yeah.
And
Old
then
brain.
you use that fancy Google machine and you find out it's not wrong. It's right. What do we do without that fancy Google machine?
Listen, I just call it creative spelling. And if you understand what I'm saying, then it's all good.
There's an app now. Actually, I have it. I don't use it as much as I should. That will actually fix all of your mistakes. It's not spell check, but it actually will tell you how horribly you write.
I don't need that app. I know.
It's Grammarly. And for a while, I'm like, this is sweet. I like it. And then after a while, I felt like it was being very judgmental.
Listen, there's not a whole lot of gray there. I think Grammarly probably thinks you are right or wrong.
Yeah. Hey,
I like my creative liberty.
I am wrong right now because we've not done one thing. Good morning, Carter Blankenship.
Good morning, Carter.
Yeah. I saw him from a distance at church on Sunday. They were
It's a
walking
pretty
in
day.
late. So
Take a little break outside, Carter.
Yeah, please do. Andy says pumpkin spice is back. I just can't really do pumpkin spice. Are you a pumpkin spice person?
No. And it's a very unpopular stance. You know that. Like we're in the minority, I think. And here's another one. I don't really like pumpkin pie. Like I know. Like
Show's
one
canceled.
one little forkful, like I don't know what it is, but I just am not a big fan of it. I like the smell of it, but I don't, and I also don't like pumpkin flavored anything. Like I just
Where do you
don't.
think you went wrong in your life, Jana? Where do you think
I
that
don't really
happened?
know. Perhaps it was 53 shows ago.
Well, I can always go back to the fact is you started this mess.
I know it's all my fault
Yeah.
after all. No, I'm just not a big, I don't know. I may try it again this year. I say that every year. I'm going to try to embrace pumpkin this year, and it just never happens. Next thing you know, it's Christmas, and I've forgotten all about it.
Morgan is right when she says apple spice is so much better than pumpkin.
Morgan, for real.
Yeah. Oh, hot apple cider. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You give me some
now
of that
see,
in the fall.
I can get behind that.
Whew. Yeah. So
Apple is my pumpkin. Let's just say that.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
And I mean in 2020 it's not because you have to be with everybody else or you're with nobody.
I'll fake it.
I've not seen the show Twilight, but there was like a team somebody and team somebody else, right?
I didn't see it either.
If Twilight happened in 2020, man, there would be some knockdown dragouts. You couldn't. So,
Pick one.
so Mary Stucker Hall is with you, Jana. She likes pumpkin cookies and pumpkin rolls, but no on the pumpkin pie.
See?
One of my favorite desserts is actually, and this is going to sound bad, but I'll have to make these for you. And I really, truly think you'll like them. They're pumpkin pie protein pancakes.
Now, so here's the thing. I think a hint of pumpkin is not a bad thing. So in my mind, something like that isn't like in your face pumpkin, but it has just like maybe a little bit of the flavor. I don't know.
It has canned pumpkin in it and the spices. So, and a lot of people go like, oh, protein pancakes. Oh no, I can't eat. when I make those for people at camp, they end up eating those over the other pancakes. They're
Yeah.
that good. But
Yeah.
I always go, you can't put syrup on them though. They're supposed to be healthy.
No. Right.
So,
Well, I don't like
and you
syrup
don't need
anyway.
them.
I don't like
Who
syrup.
are you? And what have you done with my Jana Clark?
I know. No pumpkin, no syrup. Let's talk about something I do like.
Okay.
I like coffee. I like
God.
bacon.
Oh,
Well, who needs syrup when you can just put bacon on your pancakes, Greg?
we need to make bacon pancakes. We need to do that. I mean, my mom's got a recipe for that, but you just slap some bacon in there. So,
There you go.
by the way, thank you. Speaking of bacon, Stith Family Farms in
Speaking of
Painville
bacon.
for being a sponsor. Brian Dennis at the Award Center. Amazing Glazing Donuts, and also our technology sponsor, Bluegrass Cellular. Speaking of Award Center, Brian mentions that the Glendale Crossing Festival is canceled.
Yes.
That's where he gets his yearly fix of all the fall foods. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's where I get most of my walking into and feeling what a pack mule would feel like.
Because you get to carry all the goods.
Yeah, done that. Morgan says the pumpkin pie candle from Bath and Body Works is the only good thing pumpkin. And, well, Morgan just dropped down the list. Pancakes are gross no matter what you put on them.
Morgan, pancakes aren't gross, honey.
Need to give me a shot at that, Morgan.
I had her. You need to give me a shot at that. That's good. Give me a shot at that. Give me a chance to turn that around.
I think I can change your mind with that. So, back to the pumpkin, since Andy brought up pumpkin spice season, of course, officially this morning, as we mentioned a couple of times.
Almost.
Pumpkin spice season. If you are one of those people who want pumpkin spice and everything from your Oreos to your pumpkin spice, here's good news. The spices that are mixed together to make pumpkin spice each have their own health benefits. So it's a health food. Pumpkin spice is actually pretty good for you. The flavor is generally made up of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, cloves, and allspice.
Yep.
Cinnamon is thought to help control blood sugar levels.
Yes.
Nutmeg has been used to treat many afflictions, including cancer and kidney disease, but more research is needed. Ginger seems to be an effective treatment for nausea and morning sickness.
I've heard that before.
Cloves are used to treat toothaches, and allspice is good for things like intestinal gas, diarrhea, flu, and colds.
Well, my goodness.
And let's not forget pumpkin. While it's actually an ingredient in allspice, pumpkin spice products, pumpkin is a high vitamin A food, which is good for your eyes, your skin, and fighting infections.
Well, there you go.
What about the whipped cream? I mean, tell me something good about whipped cream.
Got to balance it out. That pumpkin is so good for you. You need a little homemade whipped cream on top of it.
So did you do any? Elaine was just updating. Is 9:31 officially is fall? Yeah, we hit that earlier, but I love it. I love the baconites. I mean, they're right in there.
Listen, I like it when I surround myself with smart people because it makes me feel and look smarter, and that's exactly what this crew does for me.
Yeah. So Morgan says, good luck. Pancakes are soggy, sweet bread. I can't do it. Tried my whole life. Not my protein pancakes. Now, you have to use a Kentucky product. It is Beverly International Protein, which you can get locally. Thank you for a free plug. Yes, you're welcome. Stacks Nutrition. Which there's a story about Stacks Nutrition. The reason they carry Beverly International products
was because of your pancakes.
No, it was because I asked long time ago. I told them about it, and they knew about the product. And I was like, look, people will really buy this stuff because it's all natural. There's no fillers. It's good stuff.
Right.
They ended up starting to carry it. And Mike Eck put it out there as it was the GM special.
Okay.
And people thought it was the general manager special. On the price, it wasn't. It was the Greg Milby special. How about that?
You're just famous in your own mind. It's so many different ways. It's hysterical to me.
I have no fame whatsoever. I mean,
like
John
really,
O's John O's Market a long time ago used to have a bologna and cheese sandwich that was the Greg Milby. It was bologna and cheese, mayonnaise, and lettuce on white bread.
Well, Wait,
And
I thought
then
there was a grilled cheese that was the Greg Milby.
that's the Adams Family Foods.
Oh
It's
my
the Greg
God.
Milby, which is
You ever
pimento
quit talking
cheese.
about yourself? Stop
No,
it.
I mean, somebody has to. Nobody else does. I'm the fifth.
Somebody has to be a legend in my own mind.
Exactly. I'm the fifth most popular person in my house. I'm not going to rate them because then the others will question me.
That's right. You just hold steady at number 5.
Yeah. Morgan
That's
says that she
right.
will try them, but don't be offended if I throw up. No, I'll just take video and we'll show it on the show.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's too funny.
It's good stuff. All right. Well, I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm just saying. I've been
Just
around.
saying.
So today is Business Women's Day, celebrating the important contribution of working women and women business owners.
Hello, that's every day.
Do you work, Jana?
No, I just hang out with you.
I mean, you work in tourism.
I do.
You're the boss at tourism. It's
Well,
tourism.
I have a great team that I work with at tourism. They don't really need Boston because they're good.
I mean, how difficult is that job? I mean, we have a beautiful city. People just come here anyway. I mean, what do?
Right.
You just sit around and play cards, right?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, look, Jim Long did that job. It can't be that difficult.
Listen, I will tell you. Let me tell you something real quick. The reason that I love tourism and working in tourism so much here, because I've worked in and around tourism for a long time, is because of the product that I have. It is a joy to represent a destination like ours. There are people who represent destinations that they really don't have it as good as we do. We have so much going on right now, and I know we've had a little bit of a blip because of some serious pandemic, whatever. We will be back stronger than ever. And listen, and to that point, Pritchard, the sports park, downtown, new businesses. I mean, look at our real estate market. Look at our industrial. Look at our chamber of commerce. I mean, like, we have it going on all over the place. And so it makes my job easier because it makes it more enjoyable, and tougher because we have so much we can do. Mm-hmm. We just have to be really smart about it. I mean, I'm not kidding you. Like, it's incredible to represent this community. Incredible.
We're a big, small town. That's what we are.
We are.
With restaurants and I mean, we're not turning this into a tourism show, by the way, people. But the fact is, I'm just saying it's not turning into that. But it's important to mention this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's a mountain biking group where kids are an organization. They're coming to town soon to go around Buffalo Lake. That may be a site for a national event next year. Buffalo Lake. I mean, mountain biking. So, which is becoming very popular. We have over 30 miles of trails. If I don't mention that, Matt Deneen will probably come down here and punch me in the throat.
Well, same here, because really being Kentucky's first urban trail town, and we say that, and people don't really understand what that means, but it means we are the biggest, coolest, cleanest, largest, most amazing trail town out of 30-something trail towns in the whole state.
Yeah.
It's incredible what our trails, and not just biking. I mean, I know I can talk about our trails for days, but you can do any mode of enjoying the trails: walk, bike, ride, crawl. You can be on a wheelchair. You can have a stroller. You can learn about history while you're doing it. It is completely clean and safe. It's incredible what we have in this community. Like, I just can't say enough things about it. It's crazy how far we've come.
Well, I'm glad we mentioned the trails because Matt Deneen was watching. Whew. Thanks, folks. Yay, as he said.
All right, now he can go away.
So another event, just kind of recap the weekend. So Saturday, I rode in the Hub City Tour.
Yes.
Haven't ridden my road bike in like 2 years. And even then, I wasn't a cyclist.
Yeah.
So I get this wild hair. I'm like, you know what? I'll do the 15 miler. So, sure. And then when it was time to sign up, I have no idea why, but I picked the 35-mile route.
Nice.
So my great friend Shannon Weber went with me, and there were a lot of people. I think the number I saw was 175 cyclists that rode. And it was an absolutely fabulous event. And I know in our community, there are people that do not like cyclists. because they feel get on a sidewalk, which I hear periodically. But I mean, they own the road is everybody's road, and
Absolutely.
the cyclists are on the road and they are following specific rules. And if they don't, they should be held accountable too.
Yes.
But we rode Saturday and I mean, it felt like a headwind the entire way, but riding out into the countryside in Glendale and Sonora.
Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, it was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Perfect day for it.
Listen, which is another amazing thing about events like that is not only do they start and finish locally, you get to see the beautiful areas that are literally right at our back door. You go a mile or two and you're in the country, and you come right back into Elizabethtown where you have all the amenities where you can enjoy everything that we have to offer locally. So, I joke with people that I was in charge of weather last weekend, but I heard that it was the best Hub City tour event from several people that participated ever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, that's incredible.
It really was. I mean, the weather was perfect. It was a little chilly that morning, but I actually, you get lucky when you dress appropriately for the event.
Sure.
Sometimes when you're running or whatever, you're like, oh, I dressed too warm or I didn't dress warm enough.
Yeah.
I hit it right on the nose. It was perfect.
Awesome.
So rode the bike. The weather was great. The people around us and you had the 100 milers that went out, and then you had the metric century, which was 66 miles.
Yeah.
And then the 35 milers and the 15. It was just a good group of people. And when you finished, there were food trucks at the finish line, and
love it.
It was a great event. And I would encourage people, if you're a recreational rider or if you've never ridden before, put that on your schedule for next year to do it.
Yep.
Because
annual event.
And I think that's why we have so many cyclists in our area, because they leave from E-Town. And I know it's a little congested at times, but they go out to Glendale and Sonora and those back roads in the county, which, by the way, could our road department not ever knock a hill out? I mean, how many freaking hills do we need in this county?
Can we not move some dirt to get rid of those hills? So that's what leads me to my next question, which is probably the very most important question with everything you just said. How did your booty feel Sunday morning?
Like I pooped razor blades. Is that clear enough for you?
That's pretty clear. Like, that's a picture, Milby. Thanks.
So I had, I don't cycle much, and I'm now getting back into it. So I had triathlon shorts, which, when I was doing triathlons. So the padding in the butt area is a little lighter than regular cycling shorts, because you swim in them, you bike in them, and you run in them.
Right.
So my cycling pants that I had a, let's just say a very ill-placed rip in the shorts. So I couldn't wear them because I would be exposing something. So I couldn't wear those. So, and not riding the bike in a while, I mean, I wasn't necessarily conditioned in my caboose.
Derriere.
So how this went is we're riding along, and Shannon and I, we're having a great time. I mean, it was fabulous. I mean, there was these two teenage kids that were riding with us, and a friend, Chad Dudley, he was helping them along, coaching. They'd never ridden out like that before.
Oh,
so
that's fun.
Just casual pace, moving along. And we're like, man, this is great. We hit the 15-mile mark. We get to Glendale Christian Church, there to the aid station, get some snacks. We're like, oh, this is an amazing morning. It is awesome. You leave out of Glendale Christian Church and you go past East Hardin and you hit all the hills, rolling hills. We come back by, and then you come back through Glendale and you go down Gaither Station Road.
Yes.
Halfway down Gaither Station Road, I need to talk to the county about getting that fixed.
The hill?
Well, the hill.
Oh.
And it's bumpy.
Oh.
I thought my teeth were going to fall out. And it just took everything out of me.
That's not really what you thought was going to fall out, Greg.
No, my triathlon shorts were 3 years ago before COVID and me gaining weight. There was nothing falling out of these things.
There was nothing falling out.
No. They were surgically attached.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think when I took them off, I heard where all the pressure came loose.
So fun.
So at that point, it was no longer fun. Shannon and I weren't talking much. We get to 62. I'm just looking up the road like, I'm
Where?
looking for Bull Moose Brothers.
Where?
We got there. So it was fun.
Fun.
It's good.
I love it.
I remember the first time that when I was training for triathlons, the thing that I was worried about most was wearing those shorts in public. So that was when I was working at Quixie. So I put the shorts on and then put a pair of regular gym shorts over the top. And I'm like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. You just got to get the fear out of the way.
Right.
It is what it is.
But
so
when everybody else is wearing them too, it's okay, right?
Yeah, it's still different the first time you wear them.
Yeah.
So so I put the shorts on, the baggy shorts over the top, and I drive up to E-Town Swim.
Yeah.
And I take off the outer shorts and I go running down Ring Road. It's at lunch hour. Everybody's going to see you.
Honk, honk.
You just get it out of the way. So I got it out of my system. And
oh, that's awesome.
And I felt good.
So fun.
Yeah, Jay.
Well, congratulations. It was fun.
Oh, it was fun. I mean, I know it's kind of piqued my interest to start riding some more. Jay says you probably rode by my house, but you wouldn't have seen me, Jay. I was too fast for that.
Either that or Jay was still in bed. Yeah. Wasn't it early?
Yeah, it felt early. It was like 8:45. It wasn't that early, but.
So, I had to make a quick trip to do some things for my dad. So I literally spent like 18 hours in the car over 3 days late last week and actually was driving home on Saturday when a lot of things were going on locally. But so when I pulled into the driveway, I said, oh my gosh, I meant to take my car through the car wash where I pulled in, because I'm pretty sure whatever season you think it is straight up just bug season between here and Northeast Arkansas. And I think I took out every single one. I don't think there's a bug left in the farms in Southern Missouri and Northern Arkansas. So I pull up to the car wash. I didn't go Saturday. I pull up to the car wash yesterday. Was yesterday Sunday? 2 days ago. And there's a gentleman at the bug wash place, and he looks at my car and he says to me in the sweetest little Southern voice, he says, ma'am, you're going to need a hammer and a chisel. Oh, it was bad. So anyway.
So how's your dad? Did he ask about me?
He didn't ask about you. Are you upset?
Daggone it, I'm upset now.
No, he doesn't even know your name. You're just the fella. That fella, he is really talented. No, you're just the fella. Yes, he said to tell you hi and be nice to me. It's exactly what he said.
Oh yeah, that's fake news. I love that. You're just fella. That fella. I think that's just great.
That fella.
So when you do radio, sometimes people are like, oh yeah, well you're a celebrity. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And then, we would periodically have new people starting the business. And about 6 months in, they get this of, I'm known. People know who I am. And so they feel like they've kind of become a celebrity. So I always remind them that you're really not. You push buttons and you talk on the radio. And everybody puts their britches on the same way. I just feel I get a better chance to be a part of community stuff because maybe some people know who I am and hopefully they know that I just want to be able to promote what they're doing. So I'd always say, hey, if you want to see how famous you are, drive to Louisville or drive to another town and ask them if they know who you are.
Right.
They don't.
Absolutely. So. Absolutely. But among the people that you care about, when they know what you do, who you are, what you're passionate about, that's all we need, right? Yeah. I mean, that's what we just want the people that we're connected with to understand why we do what we do, which is exactly why we're here right now. So you are famous. You're so famous. My dad thinks your name is Fella. That's how famous you are.
I mean, we're good buddies and we have nicknames. I mean, I call him Janice Dad. He calls me Fella. I mean, it's our pet names for each other.
That's right. You got it.
All right. So I found a story for you.
Hang on. It's fall.
Oh, I wish I had a graphic for that.
I was gabbing. Shocker. It's fall.
Hey, for you, I found a story. that I wanted to ask you. Let me see if I can
All
dig
right.
in here and find it again, because it's pretty important, because you just had your birthday not too long ago, and I should be able to pull that picture up, but I don't. But I found this article of what over 45ers want to do before they die,
Oh,
and I thought of you. No,
of course you did.
I didn't. I just, as we get older, our list of things that we want to do before we die becomes more important.
All right.
Those over the age of 45, this is according to this list, and we'll see how it equates to all of us. Let's just
All
be
right.
honest, because a lot of the Baconites here are over the age of 45 too, except for
There you
like
go.
Morgan, whatever. Uh, they want to see the Northern Lights, which I would.
Yeah, me too.
They want to travel first class.
Oh, I've done that.
See, I don't think, actually, you know what? I did, but there was nobody else really on the plane. Anyway, uh, that's
So
what.
no one saw it, so it didn't happen.
No, it was because they didn't want anybody in the back of the plane. The flight attendants didn't want to walk to the back. It was when we had the flight from Haiti back,
Got
and
it.
it was pretty much an empty plane. And they said, "Yeah, you're first class." I mean, there was nobody. There was 10 of us on the entire flight.
Got it.
Buy a vacation home.
Oh, only if it comes with someone to take care of it and clean it, because I don't need that.
Yeah.
But that's a good one.
Over 45ers want to go on a cruise, which a lot of us have done that. I love a cruise. Didn't think I would, but I did.
Not a cruiser.
You're not?
No,
Okay.
no. I like open spaces. I like freedom. I like I get a little claustrophobic in a smaller room. Like it's just not my ideal vacation. But people that love it, like it's their thing. Like it is definitely, I think there's a certain group of people that's how they like to vacation and they have a ball doing it. I just don't, it's not really mine.
Well, they feed you very well. And do you know they
Yes.
have ice cream machines on those boats that are pretty much open all the time? Man, you can't walk by the pool without hitting that ice cream machine.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Gosh, it's great. So we want to research our family tree,
Good one.
go on a safari.
Now,
weird.
see, I would go on a safari before I go on a cruise, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been on a safari. That would be cool.
They want to learn a new language,
Oh, I don't have time for that or the
Right.
patience.
ride in a hot air balloon.
See,
you
I
done
would
that?
do that. I haven't. I have not. I'm not sure I would either love it or I would be terrified.
Yeah, I've done it
I'm just
once.
not sure.
I've done it once, and I
What do you
would
think?
say I would much rather jump out of an airplane again and parachute again than ride in a hot air balloon.
Why?
There's something about when you're so high up when you're parachuting, you're coming down and your brain doesn't comprehend, and when you get so low, blah blah blah.
Right?
But the basket just
Oh,
wigged
yeah.
me out. My
Yeah.
brain was like, that's woven underneath of you, and you could fall right through. And
And see, that might be me.
yeah,
That's what I said. I think I would either love it or I would be terrified.
yeah.
Yeah.
Learn to play a musical instrument.
Okay.
Write
If you
a
were
novel.
going to learn to play, and if you were going to learn to play an instrument, what would it be? A new one?
Oh, guitar.
Really?
Yeah. Chicks dig guitar players. I mean,
I can play the piano. My husband's learning to play the harmonica for me.
Oh, change that. I want to learn to play the harmonica. That's easier.
Ask him. So listen, I'm not kidding you. Like we both love the sound of harmonica music. And so I was like, would you learn to play the harmonica? You could learn to play the harmonica and serenade me with some harmonica music. And so he bought one and he's watching these videos and learning how to play. He's getting pretty good though.
Maybe Mitch and I can start a band.
Maybe.
We could be Eminem.
That would be M&C, I think, right?
No, Mitch and Milby. I mean, I played it up.
Oh, sorry. I didn't follow that. All right.
I-
So what
I mean-
else? Write a novel or read a novel?
Write a novel.
I would never be able to do that.
I don't like to write.
Oh,
Swim with dolphins. I've done that, I think.
I
No.
haven't done that. I don't know if I would like that or not.
Walk a daughter down the aisle. Well, I guess I might. Maybe down the road if Sydney has me walk her down the aisle. That's a chance.
There
But
you
I've got
go.
2 sons.
That's not going to happen in my house either.
Get a tattoo.
Check.
You have a tattoo?
I have two.
I didn't know that.
Now you do.
I'm a plain whiteboard. I got nothing yet.
Do you want one?
I don't know
Now that you're over 45?
if I run 100 miler, I will get myself a tattoo.
Interesting.
Skydive.
No.
Learn to fly a plane. That's me.
No.
I want to learn to fly.
Oh, Lordy, no.
Go to a nude beach.
No.
No, not at this point. I don't think
Capital N.
you get too much for your money on that one. Run a marathon.
I don't know if my body would do it ever. I mean, I did a half, but I don't know if it would ever, if that's ever going to come my way. Nor do I really know if I want to do it. But that there are goals related that kind of fall in the same category. But
I've ran one.
yeah.
I'm in Chicago. I mean,
Yep.
anyone you do after that kind of seems a little lighter. So
Do you want to do another one?
No, that's why I think I'm going to end up doing like 50Ks and
Yeah.
50 milers because
Yeah.
unless I do New York or
Yeah.
I'm not going to qualify for Boston, maybe the Marine
Right.
Corps Marathon or something like
Yep.
that I would do.
Yep.
But I don't think I can do a lighter marathon just because
Yeah.
Chicago, the entire route is lined with people.
Yeah.
And it hurt. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that's different. I will do a 50K on a trail before I will do a marathon on the road again.
So I did the Derby mini on the morning when it got delayed hour after hour for severe weather. So by the time I actually got to run the thing, it was way harder than it should have been.
Oh.
Talk about game day. You're ready. You're walking towards the start line. All of a sudden, your world is turned upside down. And it was, so anyway.
I ran that one too. It got humid fast.
It was an adventure for sure.
Yeah. So I had some friends that did the marathon that day, and I originally was training to do the marathon there, and I had shifted to the Chicago marathon that year as my first marathon. So that's why I ran the half, and I was like, thank you, Jesus, that I did not sign up for the full this year there, because that was miserable for them.
Yep.
Let's see, ride a motorcycle,
No.
bungee jump.
No.
Sing in public.
No.
No. That's the best thing about church now going. You got to sing with a mask on.
That's funny. Now, my husband has a beautiful voice. He can sing too. Now he's learned to play the harmonica. But I love sitting beside him in church because he has a beautiful voice. He sings really well, so I don't have to worry about singing when I'm with him. But he could do it. He just doesn't.
Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I think the other was get a cat. I'm good with not getting that either.
Oh no, I don't want to do that either.
Person.
That's good stuff, though. That's a fun list.
Yeah. I think everybody should have a bucket list that they want to do. At least try.
Yeah.
I don't think we should call them bucket lists, life goals or something. I mean, bucket list sounds like, hey, I'm going to kick the bucket. Let's get these things done. I think, and as we get a little older, let's just face it. My expendable play money now is a lot different than it when I was 22 or when Jennifer and I first got married. It's different now. So.
Yes. I just think that there's something to be said for having things that you would love to do. I try not to say that I have, I try to temper that a little bit by saying, you can't plan everything. You never know what's going to happen. Enjoy, kind of each part of your life. I don't know. I don't really have a bucket list. Like I don't have those things that I really want to check off. I think that's an interesting list, and there are definitely some things on that list that I would like to do, but I just take a completely different approach to it. I don't know.
I mean, there's things that I do want to. I need target items.
Yeah.
And that's like the fitness. That's why my fitness has struggled lately because I don't have a target, and I've just got to put a target down.
To work toward. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Well, like right now, I have a target. We are doing a team. We're doing a 1,000K challenge by the end of the year.
Fun.
It's very doable. It's 130 miles, I think. And my goal is to get it done very, very fast, but then continue on and maybe do the entire 1,000K myself. But it's just good to kind of get me going again. And,
sure.
And I think the Hub City Tour is another one of those things to do. And so,
sure.
But just got to I'm not in the same physical shape that I was 2 years ago, which is very frustrating. But then you got to remember it's going to take me a while to get there. That's another goal
Yeah.
is to get back to that point. So
Yeah.
and
Awesome.
look good in a t-shirt again.
You can do it.
I got
You'll
a
be
whole
loving,
drawer of
you'll be
t-shirts that I
loving those
can't.
tri shorts before long.
Right now, a lot of my t-shirts look like tri-shirts. I mean, that's how tight they are. So,
The fitted look.
it's a fitted look. There's no no doubt about that. You're like, man, how does this? Okay, I know exactly how that happened. So we'll leave it at
How
that.
do these clothes shrink just hanging there?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
All right, so bacon bit segment, little tidbits for you to be able to use wherever. Maybe you're sitting around dinner with the family. We've been doing this from day one, so that's why we have to continue these, no doubt.
That's right. We love the bit.
Did you know that every day the average person creates a sentence that has never been said before?
Especially when you're like me and sometimes you just talk for no reason when no one even knows or cares.
Yeah, just make stuff up. Go with it.
Yep.
Did you know that bamboo is stronger than steel? It has greater tensile strength and it also withstands compression even better than concrete.
Then how do those bears eat it?
I don't know. They eat the leaves? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Did you know that to cook an egg on a sidewalk, which people talk about during the summer,
Yes.
it needs to be 158 degrees Fahrenheit minimum on the concrete. Just so.
I didn't know it was 158. I knew it had to be really, really hot.
Yeah. Did you know that a seahorse can move its eyes in opposite directions?
I have heard that story.
That's kind of weird.
Can you imagine if people could do that? How weird it would be to have a conversation with someone. You'd be looking at someone and all of a sudden one eye would just kind of go like this.
It would be easy to have a group conversation at least. Because sometimes you don't like.
There you go. That's me because I'm always like when I'm standing in a room of people, I see 6 conversations I'd like to be a part of. So if that would help me, then I want to be a seahorse. There you go. There's my list.
And with me, I look at it and I go, okay, I don't want to be rude and then not have them included. And so you want to look at them periodically. So you just go, you can look at both of them.
I'm all in.
And you'll like this one because I'm sure it'll turn into a, college sports talk. But according to these facts, people generally, when tested, prefer blue toothbrushes over red ones.
Huh.
Not really sure, but I fed that to you, Kentucky fans. So enjoy.
Because blue is better than red.
Yeah, whatever.
Just ask Gavin.
I see. No, don't do that. What are you doing? You're causing my kid to.
Nothing. Yeah. Just played the G card.
It's okay. I made him change out his blue hats this weekend when he was home. I let him wear my Titans hat.
Poor kid. Did they play yesterday?
They did, and they won again.
Yep. They did?
Yep.
Wow. 2-0.
Yep. I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean, we got lucky in both of them. Hey, did you know it's final week of baseball too? Of the which is, I mean, be honest with you, I'm not really keeping up with it. It's the last week of its unregular season, which
But there are playoffs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're playing. They're going to be very secluded, neutral site type playoffs.
Right.
So.
Right. Did you watch your Cards play football Saturday night?
I watched them play offense.
I know.
They didn't play defense.
Honestly, no, for real, 4 plays. 4 plays were the difference in that game out of all the plays. 4.
So I did watch that. But I do know after watching a little bit of NBA and a little bit of NFL, you realize you can bet on sports?
Wait, you just realized that?
Isn't every commercial now, though, about betting on sports? It seems like it's like everyone.
Really? Here's the thing. I honestly do not pay a bit of attention to commercials because that is my time to do whatever. Like I'm up, I'm running errands, I'm doing laundry, I'm taking the dog out. So I never see a commercial anymore. But I'll ask Mitch because he probably would pay attention to that because he likes to at least bet horses. He doesn't bet on other stuff, but
and they're all about that now. So
there are always horse races to bet on. I know that.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, you tell Mitch, Eminem, we need to get together. I mean, we hit the road. Whenever concerts start again, we need to be ready.
Musical talent.
I mean,
I'll be a roadie.
I mean, we'll have to get an
I'll
electric
pack your
harp.
harmonica. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. We can get Bryce Shoemate. Bryce plays the mouth harp.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a hard instrument to play.
We got to have an M. We got another M, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we'll just have to change his name. Hello.
I mean, the rockers do that.
I know.
I have to let my hair grow out a little bit more, too. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, do that.
So I can.
Can't wait.
All right. We may take a little longer for us to get that done. So, all right. She is Jana Clark, community admirer. And I am Greg Milby, community storyteller.
I hope you have a good day.
I will. It's fall.
It's fall, y'all.
I'm going to go outside and rake leaves, even though there's none on the ground yet, just to feel better.
Just throw some down and rake them up.
So we will see you Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Show number 53 of Bacon in Your Mailbox.
Bye, y'all.